YouTube, what is it, how YouTube can benefit your business, and overview and how to upload some videos. So what is YouTube? So it's a video sharing service where users can watch, like, share, comment, and upload their own videos. The video service can be accessed on PCs, laptops, tablets, and on phones as well. So some people refer to YouTube as a social media site. Some people refer to it as a search engine. So because people go on there and they'll just search for whatever they want to know how to do that they need a visual for, right? Or anything of that nature. So how many people are, well, other fact too. So Google actually owns YouTube. So just FYI. So Google is the most used search engine. YouTube would technically be the second then right behind them. So there's 2.6 billion active monthly users that are on YouTube. 122 million people visit YouTube every single day. And then visitors are watching about 6 billion hours of video per month. So those are some pretty large numbers. I mean, I know I'm on there multiple times a week just looking up random things that I'm not sure how to do. So how can YouTube benefit your business, right? So why would you use YouTube? Why would you create a channel? One, it's free marketing, right? And it can eventually end up in leads if you use it properly. So I know that the market is shifting, changing a little bit. This is a little bit slower time of year for a lot of people, but it's free marketing. You can connect it to your website. You can promote it on other platforms as well. Video isn't something that most agents in our market are using. So I know that we do have some people that are actively, consistently using video, but it's not something that a lot of agents are doing. So even though it's becoming increasingly more popular, it's still not something, I would say probably less than 5% of agents are using video for their marketing consistently. Some people throw a video out, you won't hear from them for 2 months. I'm guilty of that, but I'm trying to become more consistent with it. So it can help systemize your business, right? So ideas for videos. So if you have like a new buyer consultation or a seller presentation, or even just walk through, these are the steps of how things are going to go. You can literally create it once, have it on your channel, and then anytime you have a new client, you can just send them that, hey, these are the steps. I think that's going to be a pretty cool thing for new buyers, especially first-time home buyers, right? They're like, well, what happens? And you can literally just have a video step by step. And if you're not comfortable getting in front of the camera, you can just record your screen and talk, kind of like what you're seeing right now. It is good to have facial recognition, I will say, but baby steps if you're not comfortable in front of a camera. And building your brand as well, right? So in this, we're not always in front of people, but if people can see your face, they kind of can understand and see how you are, get an idea of who you are a little bit better than just a voice call, right? So that's something that you could do as well. You can collaborate with others. So if you have some home inspectors, some lenders, anything like that that are doing video, you can collaborate with them on YouTube or just in video in general. And I kind of already went over this. It allows people to get to know you without ever meeting you. So something that I would also suggest, once you get into video, if this is something that you plan to do and you're comfortable getting in front of the video, front of the camera, is sending people, instead of just a text message, sometimes send them a video text with an update, just a little bit more personal. They get to see your face and they get to see, just a little bit more of you. So how to use YouTube. Keywords are important, right? So if you're just typing in how to buy a house, right? That may not necessarily hit people in this area. So the idea with keywords is that you want to use words specific to our area. That way people that are searching in our area are able to find your videos, right? So buying a home in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, or style trends for housing in 2023 in central Pennsylvania. So words that are going to show up anytime somebody, so back up a little bit. So I would say if you're going to type it into a search engine, that could be a good title for you, right? Because how does your brain work? What is the question? That's how people typically type things into search engines. So if that's what they're going to type in and your title matches that, it's going to work. Optimizing your profile. So we're going to flip over to YouTube in a second. I'll show you my profile and we'll talk a little bit about that. So thumbnails, we got some people walking in late. This is recorded, so we'll send it out afterwards. Thumbnails, video, title videos properly. I kind of covered that a little bit. When to post. So consistency is very, very, very important. And like I said, since Google owns YouTube, I'm sure some of you have noticed that when you search something in Google, sometimes you get a YouTube video, depending on what you're searching. So those two things are kind of intertwined, but also if you're not consistent and somebody else is being consistent and they have a similar title, they're going to show them first. Playlists, so you can categorize your videos into different playlists. So for instance, we're going to talk about using your Listing Concierge video slideshows and uploading those just as a basic first step. It doesn't require you to do anything aside from download your video and upload it into YouTube. But if you want to start doing different playlists, something I've done and I'm going to continue to do are small business videos, kind of shouting out small businesses, doing a video about them to give them a little bit of exposure, but also, you know, we're selling communities. We're not just selling the houses. So this is a good idea for somebody like, I don't really know the area. Well, hey, check out my playlist of all the small businesses. Maybe that can be helpful for your decision on where you'd like to live. The idea is to gain subscribers. It's kind of like some other social media platforms where you want them to like and follow your pages, such as Instagram and Facebook. Engaging with comments, again, similar to Facebook and Instagram. If people are commenting or have a question, you want to be responding to them. The collaboration as well, we talked about that. So other people that are on YouTube, you can collaborate with them. And then consistency, consistency, consistency. So that's the most important thing in this. If you're going to post once a month, stick to once a month. If you're going to post once a week, do that. Don't post 3 videos, nothing for 2 months, 2 videos, nothing for 2 weeks. JP and Josiah are making faces at each other here. So that's the end of the presentation part, but we're going to go over to YouTube and look at what it looks like. So you need a Google account to have a YouTube channel. It'll be associated with that email account. And then you can kind of create your profile just like you would with any other social media platform. So if you click on, if you don't have a profile yet, it'll just be like probably like the letter of your first name over here. Click on that. And it gives you different things that you can do. So if you want to go to your own channel, this will take you, if you don't have anything, it'll be an empty channel. But so you can have a background. The reason there's a smaller photo in here is because it shows up different on mobile versus on a laptop, obviously. So if it's this big photo, you're going to get a small portion of it on the mobile site and it doesn't look as great. So there's ways to create this. But over here, you can see some links. I have Facebook, Instagram. I'm not sure why it doesn't say Instagram, but if you see, if I hover over that, it'll show Instagram there. So below are going to be all the videos. So like I was talking about Listing Concierge, right? So if you do any Listing Concierge package, they create a video slideshow for you. And all you have to do, I'm going to pop over here to Listing Concierge. Of course, it logged me out. Let's do this. Is download the video and then upload it into YouTube. Okay, so you'll have all your Listing Concierge packages in here. If you hit manage your order over here, you'll have the different products and services. So video slideshow is what you're looking for. And this is what you're going to download. So it is linked to YouTube for Coldwell Banker's channel, but you want this to go on your specific channel. So there's a download over here, branded or unbranded. So the unbranded would mean the information is not on there. Don't know necessarily why you would want to do that unless you plan to do some edits on your own, but you just download the branded video slideshow. We'll go ahead and.
You're right.
What?
Put it on the
Oh, to put it on, yeah, so I'm saying to put it on YouTube though. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so right, that's a great point. Actually, I don't think a lot of people put their video slideshows on the MLS. No, you guys should, absolutely. So JP is saying the unbranded would be to go on the MLS because we can't brand anything that's on the MLS. So that's a little side note. I don't see a lot of videos in the MLS. So if you're doing listing concierge, you should absolutely be doing that there. So when you want to add a video, so you're gonna come up here to this little video where it says create, upload video. Then it's gonna take you to this screen. You're gonna select the file. So wherever you just downloaded that to, mine's gonna show up right there. And then it'll start uploading the video. You can title it. Well, I can go through this. So that's Keller Street, Mechanicsburg, description. So you could copy and paste your listing description. I don't necessarily think that you should put that much of a description in here, but again, keywords. So if you want to talk about the neighborhood, so this home is in Mechanicsburg Borough. I'm just going to put tests so that we can move along. So thumbnails are important. So this is just going to choose, it's still uploading right now. So it's just going to give you a few options for different parts of the slideshow. The thumbnail is that part of the video that shows when it's static. It's the part that, so I'm sure you've all seen it. You're scrolling on social media and there's a random like part of the video where somebody looks funny or they're in the mid-sentence. You want this to look right. You want people to click on it. So you can upload your own thumbnail. So you obviously have the listing photos. So choose the best looking listing photo and upload that as your thumbnail. Sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll choose one that looks right for the auto-generated ones. But if not, don't just have like a picture of the closet because that's what was there.
Right.
To choose from. So you can upload. So see some of these, right? Like that would not be my choice, the laundry room, right? This one looks fine. I would probably use that or just upload a photo that doesn't have the branded information on there, but I think that looks fine. Well, let me hop over somebody's not muted.
I guess that.
Where I don't, sometimes that's not a good thing. All right, we're gonna mute as well. All right, cool. All right, coming back here. So select playlist. So if you've created playlists, you'll have different categories in here. If you haven't created any and you want to start when you upload this first video, you would just hit new playlist here. You can title it visibility. So obviously you want people to see this. So you would create this as a public video. The only ones that maybe you would put like unlisted would be if you have something special that you don't want to share with the world in your listing presentation or something like that, and you're creating that video to send out to everybody. If you put it unlisted, anybody who has the link will be able to view it, but nobody can search and they won't see it on your channel if they're just going to your channel. So that's the designation there. And private is only you. So if you're, uploading something and you're not ready to share it yet. So if you're like, I'm going to spend this whole week creating a bunch of videos, you can put them private until you're ready to release them essentially. So this one would be public. I didn't listing. Okay, done. And then it's going to ask you if it's for kids, if it's not for kids. Most of what we're doing is not for kids. You can advanced age restrictions, right? Just because you're saying it's not for kids doesn't mean that kids can't view it. It just means it's not going to promote to them unless you restrict your video to viewers over 18. Then you hit next. You can add subtitles. You can add an end screen. So if you wanted to add something that was just like, thank you for watching. If you have any real estate needs, please feel free to reach out to me. You can do that.
Can we do that, I guess, voiceover or like and subscribe below?
Yeah. So you cannot create, well, can you create through here? I think you can actually. It's not something that I've done. So I'm not going to save this because I've already uploaded that, but you would just hit next and click through. So I'm actually curious. So you can go live, and you could potentially save your live video, Tracy, and throw it in there. But I would suggest just doing it with your phone. The quality of phone video now, if you have anything that was created in, or any phones that have come out in like the last year or two, the quality of your video is great. Couple things on video though. So vertical versus horizontal, right? And what are they for? So videos on your channel are going to be horizontal, so long ways. There are shorts, which are the same as like Facebook Reels and Instagram stories. And they are vertical. So there are different rules for different things, but we're just going to say for right now, you just want to go all horizontal with your video for this purpose. Okay, so once you upload your video, it's going to show you here draft if you haven't finished editing it, which I just clicked out of mine. So it uploaded the video, but it didn't know what to do with it because I didn't finish going through. But once it's completely updated or uploaded, it's going to show public right here. It's going to show you any sort of restrictions. So this one, I guess the backgrounds music that they used in the Listing Concierge video, copyright protected content found, the owner allows the content to be used on YouTube though. So they're just checking to make sure. So if you are getting into doing video, make sure you're not using copywritten video because they'll take all of your sound away. And then what's the point, right? So,
But it's different per platform, right? Like I uploaded my most recent video to Facebook and they're like, we're cool with this. Then I put on YouTube and YouTube was like, no.
I mean, I think it,
Okay, cool.
I think it depends. I've had Facebook flag me. I think sometimes things get by, sometimes they don't. I think Facebook is a little bit more lenient than YouTube. But
I hear the news of like artists like releasing their catalogs. I think Bieber just did, and so you can now use his
you can use them.
Yeah, but that's because it's licensed now.
Right.
He gets a little bit of money.
He gets, right, he can
Yeah.
monetize it.
Sure. Yeah. So, and you can, speaking of monetization, so long-term goal, so YouTube does pay depending on how many views and how many followers that you have. I don't know that that's a route that anybody's going to necessarily get to, but life goals, right, JP? So once that's uploaded, this is kind of what you'll see. This will be all of your videos here. And as you can see, most of mine are Listing Concierge videos. So there's no reason that you shouldn't be just uploading that, right? If you don't want to get in front of the video, like I said, for now, that's cool. Just create your channel. This is a good thing to send to sellers as well, because you're giving them the packets and you're saying, oh, you know, you're going to have this video slideshow. You can send them to your YouTube channel and be like, yeah, see, like this is what you're gonna get. So it's just another little selling point. So if you go live, they would all be hosted here. Posts, they would be hosted under posts, and playlists, they would be hosted under that as well. And you'll always be able to see how many videos you have. And each video will then have how many viewers and things like that. So complete transparency, YouTube is not something that I have really spent a ton of time utilizing. So I don't have a ton of followers and views. Like you can see, this one has only had 3 views. I wasn't necessarily promoting it. That is a goal for 2023 for me though. So you can also subscribe. So one person that I really like is this guy, Channel Junkies. So this video, YouTube for real estate agents, it's a good video to watch. And then he has some others in here as well. So everybody's going to have a little bit different strategy as to how to utilize YouTube. But the thumbnails that we were talking about, so this is him. This is not part of the video necessarily. This is something that he created that is going to grab your attention, right? And something that he says in one of these videos is, you know, if you make a funny face or do something silly, that kind of makes people want to click on your video. So if you really want to dive in and start doing video, and it doesn't have to be terribly produced. If you go to his channels, he's usually sitting in front of a mic just talking about how to market yourself on social media. So that's good stuff there. Okay, so shorts are just gonna show up. This is not something I've subscribed to. Jeez. So we're gonna get out of that. So subscriptions, these are channels that you're subscribing to or videos that you've potentially watched. So obviously, I like that guy. I think he has good content. And a good judge of, you know, when you're looking for videos, especially if you're gonna dive in a little bit more to YouTube and you wanna find some content, just make sure that there's like more than like 50 views and some likes and stuff like that. Because if they're trying to tell you how to promote your channel, but they're not even getting the likes and views, then maybe that's a good thing to pay attention to there. So what else do we got here? So yeah, so I've searched some workout stuff. You can go back to your channel. So manage your Google account. This will take you to your main Google account. And this is where it's going to pull some of your information from. YouTube Studio. You can do some purchases and stuff. They do allow you to do some paid advertising in here, but just to get started, guys, I think that, you know, the listing concierge and then going from there. I can do more trainings on creating video. Most phones now do even have some editing capabilities with them as well. So you don't have to go out and buy tons of different equipment to make it happen. But that's kind of the basic rundown of YouTube. I don't want to go in too much, but if there's any specific questions, we can talk about them. Does anybody on Teams have anything? I'll throw the chat up.
How do you create a channel?
So you basically already get it when you have a Google account. So for instance, if I go, see, I have a lot of Google accounts, but if you just log into YouTube, so like for me, it'll say like switch account here, and I can switch to any of my other Google accounts. But as long as you have a Gmail or a Google account, I think those two things are simultaneous, then you would have a YouTube channel.
She has an option to create a channel.
I didn't realize it was like that.
Yeah. What was your question, Terry? I mean, so paid YouTube, so they have like YouTube TV and stuff like that now, but paid, I mean, then less ads or no ads, depending on what you're, because if you go to watch a video, you're gonna have ads within your video.
On my channel, I always get reminders saying you can upgrade to
Is she trying to start an OnlyFans?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So let's look at purchase and membership. So ad free. No, I think that it's more on your watching, not so much on.
It's not, I don't think it's subscription based, like, I think like OnlyFans is a subscription based where you have to pay to watch the videos, but I don't think YouTube has that.
No,
Does
but
it?
no, but if you pay, so it's less ads basically. So if you don't want ads within the videos that you're watching, then you can pay for it.
YouTube Studio.
Yeah.
I know this is basic, but
Yeah, so I think that there is some editing capabilities within where I saw it too. There it is, YouTube Studio. We'll check it out.
yeah, you don't have to get on your class.
No, I mean it kind of just looks like a dashboard. There is some decent just
There's Creator Studio where you can
right,
and edit videos or edit videos.
right. Yeah. So this just looks like the back end of. But yeah, any other questions?
This
I'm
is
sorry.
for making the videos, but what do you use for a mic? Is there a specific like clip-on mic that you get, or do you just use the one with your headphones? Or
Either or. So some people use their iPods. They do have like mics that you can put like you would like if you were on TV and stuff. You can get some
They're called lavaliers. You can get 'em for
like
15.
they're very cheap on like Amazon or something like that. But like I said, phones have come a long way with like the noise canceling, and same thing with like AirPods and stuff like that. I mean, unless you're somewhere that there's a lot of noise, which you probably shouldn't be recording necessarily there anyway, I don't know that it's 100% necessary.
It also depends if you're doing it yourself, because if you have like. I've
This is
done it
true.
on a Tripod more than once, and I've got a lavalier that has, it's not wireless.
Mhm.
It's $18 or something.
Yeah.
It gives you the ability to step back and get a wider shot.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
And there's mics that you can plug into your iPhone or
Mm.
a little dust bunny on it.
Yeah. I mean, and they have Bluetooth ones as well if you don't want the cord, if you're gonna be doing that. There is so much video equipment. There's this thing called Pivo that like you can put it on a tripod and have your phone on it, and it follows your face, so it spins, and you can like walk and it'll follow your face, which is kind of cool because then you don't have to hold your phone, and you can also move instead of just stand static in the whole video. So they're kind of cool. I could talk about, I've spent a lot of money on equipment that's pretty much unnecessary, to be honest with you. You can create good video with very little with just your phone. And another person is helpful sometimes too.
I would
JP.
recommend a ring light.
Oh yeah. So lighting is important. You can get a decent ring light for $40-50 too on Amazon. The $20-30 ones are iffy, but yeah, a good ring light if you're going to be somewhere that you're just standing in one place. That's good. Cool. All right. I am going to send this out. Like I said, it was recorded. I think I'm going to try to edit out when those shorts kicked in and just played something random. I apologize about that, guys. But I'll send this out. It will be, so I created a Coldwell Banker YouTube that I've been recording my trainings and posting them there as well. That way there's basically just a library that doesn't expire. But yeah, I'll send that out later today. Thanks for jumping on. If anybody online wants to meet one-on-one to discuss this or needs help setting up their YouTube channel, just reach out. Thanks, guys.